we shall see the third part of Glimpses of India, Tea from Assam. Tea from Assam is an interesting and informative lesson about tea plantation, its history and its significance. The writer has tried to make it interesting by using a dialogue method. Two young boys, Prajol and Rajveer, are going to Assam. Rajveer is excited as he passes through tea gardens and wants to share his knowledge with Prajol. They talk about various Indian and Chinese legends behind tea. Rajveer tells Prajol a very interesting story of a Chinese emperor who discovered tea by chance. He also tells Prajol another story which is very strange and illogical. This story tells us about the growing up of tea leaves out of the eyelids of a monk. Thus, through these interesting dialogues, the writer has attempted to develop a sense of curiosity among the young readers. Now we shall see the textbook in detail. Prajol, a youngster from Assam, is Rajveer's classmate at school in Delhi. Prajol's father is the manager of a tea garden in Upper Assam, and Prajol has invited Rajveer to visit his home during the summer vacation. Chai garam, garam chai, a vendor called out in a high-pitched voice. Vendor meaning street seller. So in a very high voice, a vendor was calling out and saying, "Garam chai, garam." He came up to their window and asked, "Chai's up?" "Give us 2 cups, Prajol said. So from that we can understand that they were in the railway station and a vendor was coming there with tea. And Prajol asked him to give 2 cups of tea. They sipped the steaming hot liquid. Almost everyone in their compartment was drinking tea too. So everybody in the compartment was drinking tea. Do you know that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world? Rajveer said. Wow, exclaimed Prajol. Tea really is very popular. So they were engaged in a conversation regarding tea. And Rajveer was saying that over 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world. And to that, Prajol exclaimed that tea really is very popular. The train pulled out of the station. The train moved from the station. Prajol buried his nose in his detective book again. Buried here means engrossed or gave all attention to that detective book. Or we can say Prajol was busy in reading a detective book. Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories, but at that moment he was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. So Rajveer was also very interested to read detective stories, but at that moment he was interested or he was keenly looking at the beautiful scenery while the train was moving. It was green, green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. So Rajveer was visiting that place for the first time. So he was sitting in that excitement and interest. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. So after paddy fields. There comes tea bushes. It was a magnificent view. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. So he can see a vast area of land or hills stretched with tea bushes, and it can be seen through the densely wood. Densely wood means the entire area was filled with wood or trees, and in between that they could see tea bushes stretching over there. Dwarfing the tiny plants were tall sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly row of bushes busily moved doll-like figures. So they can see many thick and tall trees in the middle of the tea plants, and all those tea bushes are arranged like an orderly row. And while moving through the train, Rajveer understood that it has got a doll-like figures. In the distance was an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimneys. "Hey, a tea garden!" Rajveer cried excitedly. Prajol, who had been born and brought up on a tea plantation, didn't share Rajiv's excitement. "Oh, this is tree country now," he said. "Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world. You will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime." "I have been reading as much as I could about tea," Rajveer said. "No one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends." "What legends?" "Well, there is the one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. One day, a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. It is said that they were tea leaves." "Tell me another," scoffed Prajol. "We have an Indian legend too. Bodhidharma, an ancient Buddhist ascetic, cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. The leaves of these plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished sleep." "Tea was first drunk in China," Rajveer added, "as far back as 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai and chini are from Chinese. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than as beverage." So Rajveer could see green and magnificent view while sitting in the train. He could also see densely wooded hills accompanied by a sea of tea bushes. He could also view doll-like figures with bamboo baskets moving everywhere. And he even saw an ugly building with tall chimneys billowing out smoke from a distance. And Rajveer said that he had read a lot of books regarding the tea plantation. And Rajveer was in great excitement, whereas Prajol, who had been born and brought up on that particular region, didn't share any excitement. And Rajveer added that no one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. What is the meaning of legends? We already studied that. The meaning is old traditional stories. So Rajveer, who was very fond of reading books, shared the two legends he had read. And the first legend was like this. It's about a Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. And one day what happened? A few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, and it gives a delicious flavor. And it is said they were tea leaves. So, a Chinese emperor was boiling water for drinking, and one day few leaves of the twigs fell into the burning water, and it has got a delicious flavor after some times, and then it was considered as tea leaves, or it was said that they were tea leaves. And after hearing that story or legend, Prajol scoffed, means mocked, or we can say teased, and asked him to narrate the other story of the tea. So Rajveer said that it's about an ancient Buddhist saint. Ascetic means saint. Bodhidharma. He cut off his eyelids because he felt sleepy during meditations. And it was said that 10 tea plants grew out of that eyelids, which was thrown away by Bodhidharma. And the leaves of those plants, when put in hot water and drunk, banished sleep. Banished means taken away sleep. And tea was first drunk in China, and it was as far as 2700 BC. And the words like tea, chai and chini are from Chinese. And tea came to Europe only in the 16th century and was drunk more as medicine than as beverage. So it was considered as a medicine too. The train clattered into Mariani Junction. The boys collected their luggage and pushed their way to the crowded platform. Clattered means making a rattling sounds. And it reached in Mariani Junction, and the boys, Prajol and Rajveer, they taken their luggage and they started their way through the crowded platform. Prajol's parents were waiting for them. Soon they were driving towards Dekhiabari, the tea garden managed by Prajol's father. So Prajol's father was the manager of that tea garden in Upper Assam. Okay, so they started towards there, An hour later, the car veered sharply off the main road. They crossed a cattle bridge and entered the Kiaberry Tea Estate. Veered, car veered means car changed direction suddenly from the main road and crossed a cattle bridge and entered the Kiaberry Tea Estate. Cattle bridge in the sense cattle and all were going through, especially through that bridge. So it was called as cattle bridge. And through that bridge they entered to the tea estate named the Kiaberry. On both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. Groups of tea pluckers with bamboo baskets on their backs, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. So after reaching over there, they could see on both sides acres and acres of tea bushes, and all neatly pruned. Pruned means trimmed by cutting away the overgrown or dead stems or branches. What is the meaning of pruned? Trimming. Or we can say cutting away the overgrown or dead stems or branches to the same height. So they could see the bushes in the same level. And groups of tea pluckers. Pluckers means people who were collecting the leaves. They were carrying bamboo baskets on their backs and they were wearing plastic aprons. Aprons, we know in the kitchen and all we used to wear aprons to make our cloth clean. So they were wearing plastic aprons over their dress and they were engaged in plucking the new sprouted leaves. Prajol's father slowed down to allow a tractor pulling a trailer load of tea leaves to pass. Now they were about to reach the tea plantation. So at that time, a tractor was coming from the other side, pulling a trailer load of tea leaves. So at once, his father slowed down the vehicle. And this is the second flush or sprouting period, isn't it, Mr. Barua? Rajveer asked. It lasts from May to July and yields the best tea. You seem to have done your homework before coming, Prajol's father said in surprise. Yes, Mr. Barua, Rajveer admitted, but I hope to learn much more while I am here. So Rajveer was calling Prajol's father Mr. Barua and he was inquiring about the sprouting period of the tea bushes. This is the second flush or sprouting period, isn't it, Mr. Barua? Rajveer asked. So he answered, it lasts from May to July and yields the best tea. And as a matter of joke, Prajol's father is asking, you seem to have done your homework before coming, to Rajveer. So Rajveer replied that, yes, Mr. Barua, but I hope to learn much more while I am here. And he also admitted that he can learn much from here. So this is about the lesson Tea from Assam. Sir Rajveer had been invited to spend his vacations with his classmate Prajol, whose father was the manager of a tea estate in Assam. And he was quite excited about the trip and had gathered a considerable amount of relevant information, that is, where tea originated, and how it became such a popular beverage, and informed that about 80 crore cups of tea are consumed daily, and that the name of tea itself has been originated from Chinese language. And he narrated two popular legends about the origin of tea. And Rajveer exhibits an important value, that is the prerequisite to gain knowledge, curiosity, and eagerness to know. So these are the things we can see in the chapter Tea from Assam.